Imagine your pet is very old. One day, they stop running to the door. They sleep in a corner they never used before. They eat less. They look at you differently. And suddenly, a terrifying question appears in your mind. Do they know? Do pets know when their life is coming to an end? Or are we humans seeing meaning in every small movement because we are afraid to say goodbye? The answer is not simple, because pets probably do not understand death the way humans do. But they may understand something else, something quieter, something happening inside their own body. And maybe that is why their final days can feel so mysterious. For humans, death is not just a biological event. It is an idea. We imagine the future. We remember the past. We know that one day our story will stop. But animals live differently. A dog does not sit under a tree and think, I have 10 years, maybe 12. A cat does not build a philosophy around mortality. At least, there is no strong evidence that pets understand death as a final, abstract concept the way humans do. But this does not mean they know nothing. Animals are extremely good at reading their own bodies. Pain, weakness, hunger, thirst, temperature, balance, breathing. These signals are not thoughts. They are alarms. And when the body begins to fail, those alarms become impossible to ignore. So a dying pet may not think, I am going to die, but they may feel, I am weak. I need quiet. I should not waste energy. I need safety. That is a very different kind of knowing, but it is still real. This is where evolution matters. In the wild, weakness is dangerous. A sick animal can become vulnerable to predators. It can fall behind the group. It can attract unwanted attention. So many animals respond to illness by becoming quiet. They move less. They hide. They sleep more. They avoid unnecessary contact. This behavior is sometimes called sickness behavior, a biological response that helps the body save energy and deal with illness. To humans, it can look emotional. My pet is pulling away from me, but from the animal's point of view, the body may simply be choosing survival mode. Less movement means less energy wasted. Less social interaction means less stress. A quiet corner means safety. So when a pet hides before death, it is not always a dramatic goodbye. It may be an ancient survival program turning on at the very end. But here is the painful part. Because our pets live with us, their survival program happens inside our homes, under the bed, behind the couch, in a laundry room, beside a favorite blanket. To them, it may be a safe place. To us, it feels like a message. But pets are not only reading their own bodies, they are also reading us. Dogs, especially, are experts at human signals. They notice our routines, our voices, our posture, our stress, even changes in smell. Studies have shown that dogs can distinguish between human baseline odors and stress odors from breath and sweat samples. Other research suggests human stress scent can affect how dogs behave and make decisions. So imagine the final days of a pet's life. The house changes. People speak more softly. Someone cries in another room. The owner stops acting normal. The pet may not understand the full story, but they can sense the atmosphere. They may feel the sadness around them before we think we are showing it. This creates a strange illusion. We think they know they are dying, but sometimes they may know that we know something is wrong. That is not the same thing, but emotionally, it can feel very close. There is also another question. Can animals understand death at all? Scientists studying animal responses to death have found that some species behave differently around dead companions. Elephants may investigate bones. Chimpanzees may stay near a dead infant. Some animals become quiet, curious, or disturbed when another animal dies. This field is called comparative thanatology, the study of how animals respond to death. But the big question is difficult. Are animals grieving? Are they confused? Are they reacting to smell, stillness, and social change? Or do they understand that the dead individual will not return? The honest answer is, sometimes we do not know. And pets are even harder to study, because every pet lives inside a human story. When a dog rests its head on your hand in its final days, it may be seeking comfort. When a cat curls up closer than usual, it may be looking for warmth. When an old pet stares quietly at you, it may be tired. But because we love them, we see more than behavior. We see farewell. And maybe that is not completely wrong. Even if pets do not understand death as an idea, they understand comfort. They understand safety. They understand familiar voices. They understand the person who fed them, protected them, and became their world. So, Do pets know when they are about to die? Probably not in the human sense. They may not understand the finality of death. They may not imagine tomorrow without themselves in it, but they can sense decline. They can feel weakness. They can seek safety. They can react to our fear. And they can still choose connection when their body is running out of strength. That may be the most important part. Not whether they understand death perfectly, but whether they understand they are not alone. In the end, maybe pets do not need a human idea of death. Maybe they need something simpler. A quiet room, a familiar smell, a gentle hand, a voice they have trusted for years. And if they know anything in those final moments, perhaps it is not, "This is the end." Perhaps it is only, "I am safe." And for an animal that has loved us in the only way it knows how, that may be enough.